Hi everyone, in this video we are going to look at Nikon Coolpix a1000 and see if it's still worth buying this camera in 2024. The short answer is depends on what you need and also if you find a good deal. So just there are a few things to consider if you're going to buy this camera in 2024. I'm going to mention them quickly. So I can help you, to decide better about buying or not this camera. In general, it's a good quality camera. It gives you it's a 16 megabyte, pixel camera. It gives you good quality photos, and it has a super zoom 35x zoom, which is quite impressive, and it's capable of capturing 4K. So in general, the quality of photos and videos for this little camera, the compact camera, is good, and it's a great option for travel. If you're traveling, to do photography and videography. There are a few things about this camera though, like the tilting screen. Although it makes it more convenient for you to do photography when you are behind the camera, when you hold the camera above your head and you hold the camera near the ground, you can change the position of the screen, and it's make it more convenient for you to do the photography or videography. But it's not you cannot turning around 180 degrees above the camera or to the side to be able to see yourself. So it's not a great option for vlogging or selfies. But if it's not an issue for you, if you're not going to use that for vlogging or selfie, it's not an issue for you. The built-in flash is good enough for this little camera. It gives you enough light. And then it has also electric viewfinder. You can use it if you are a fan of. I myself don't use electric viewfinder much on these little cameras. I usually use the screen, which is just much easier, And if I turn the camera on and show you some stuff around the menu, the quality, image quality can be set to fine, or it can be changed to other things like normal. And another good thing about this camera is that it's capable of capturing raw images. So it gives you, if you're going to do the edits, some edits on the photos later on, either on Photoshop or Lightroom or using some other softwares, it's, a good thing. Another good thing about this camera is that it gives you a good range of ISO, which is 100 to 6400, which is good enough for this camera. And you can use this camera probably in low light as well. If I go to the movie options here, obviously you can change the frame rates to 25 or 30 frames per second. And then if you go to movie options, you can change the setting. The first option here is for capturing 4K videos. The other ones for 1080, either 30 frames per second or 60 frames per second, and also 720 and other options if you are interested in using this camera for those. So something to mention here also. Another good thing about this camera is that it's capable of getting connected to your phone using Wi-Fi. So you can just connect the camera to the phone to transfer the photos using the Nikon app. It's quite handy. That little clock, the red clock on the left bottom hand, is because the time is not set. Time and date is not set, which you can go just easily to the menu, to the setting and time, zone and date, and then do the setting related to that, or other settings are available here also, that you can use them. It has a touch screen, which is quite handy if you are working with the camera, especially if you are using the menu, a lot. It's just much easier to use the touch screen rather than the joystick. And you see the optical zoom, which at 35x the lens can go so long. And if I show you more things around the camera, it has like HDMI input and also the normal electric input to recharge the battery, or also to transfer the photos, from the camera to your laptop or PC. In general, the quality of a camera, the quality of build is good. The quality of photos are good, as I'm going to show you shortly some examples, like this one. I took this images like when I was maybe 5 or 10 meters away from the subject, and like you see the zoom is quite impressive. The color of the photos are good, and you see like the quality of photo is good. It looks good even though it's like 16 megapixel camera, but I'm happy with the quality of photos. So I was facing some issues when I was doing focusing, especially if in low light, but in general if the light was good, I was happy with the photos. And again, if you're going to decide about like this camera, to buy this camera or not, here you're watching 4K videos captured by this camera. You can still see like when I zoom in or zoom out, there are some delays to camera be able to focus. It's normal for these little cameras when you're doing the 4K. Usually it happens. Because the 4K is not a real 4K, it's just for marketing purposes mainly, and still you can use that carefully. And then you can see like sometimes it loses focus. It's a normal thing, as I said, for the compact cameras with 4K, like in that range. So it's not an issue. As you see, like it gets focus a little bit later. Probably if you use 4K, you shouldn't do like much zoom in and zoom out with this camera. In general, yes, if you find a good deal, if you're not using this camera for vlogging, and especially as I said, like it has a little bit problem when you're doing photography in low light. So otherwise, if you're going to use this camera for travel photography, videography, and just capture some moments, yeah, you can definitely go ahead and buy this camera.